Am I wrong for apparently being the reason my ex's engagement ended? I, 27F, have a 6-year-old child with my ex, 29 male. We have been broken up since our child was 1. I have primary custody. My ex sees our child 2 weekends a month. The reason for this is my ex decided he didn't want to give up his whole life to be a parent and he thinks every other weekend is enough. I should also note he doesn't always take his weekends and has let our child down in the past. 3 years ago he started dating someone else and they got engaged in February of this year. Once they were engaged I started getting calls and texts from an unknown number and I found out it was his fiancée. He had told her I would be open to her coming over and taking my child out for the day and he gave her my number so we could plan this. He never mentioned it to me and it took entirely too long for me to figure out what was going on. Getting a bunch of texts from an unknown number saying answer the damn phone, call me, I'd like to meet up and figure this out is not something I expected. When I did answer a call from her she was set on taking my child out for the day and she told me my ex said it was okay. I told her it was not okay and I didn't know her and I wasn't going to hand my child over to someone like that. Then I suggested she make the most of the time my ex has. This was not a popular answer with her and she had my ex using our co-parenting app to send request after request for me to let his fiancée take our child out for the day. My ex told me in July that I was saying no too much and it was ruining his relationship. Last month his fiancée ended their engagement and broke things off with him. She blamed me via text and said she was not going to stay in a hostile environment where she's treated like stranger danger toward the child she's supposed to be the stepmother of. My ex blamed me for this too. He accused me of sabotaging his relationship and chasing away potential stepmothers from our child's life. I told him I did not give a damn about his relationships. What I cared about is having someone I don't know feeling entitled to take my child from my home. Then I pointed out he was the reason she believed she could in the first place. Instead of just moving on and accepting what happened he is telling everyone I broke them up. Some of his buddies are quick to say something when they see me. I think most people see it as, I did have a mom friend in a mom group I'm a part of tell me I kinda did sabotage his relationship because the woman he was with was trying to know my kid and I didn't let her. She said I had no reason to say no like I did once I knew who was texting and calling and what she wanted. This turned into a small fight because I asked her if she'd be okay with it and she told me she would. She said most single moms with primary or full custody would love for their kids to have people who want to take care of them. She said it was my ego that made me break them up because I didn't want my child to have a stepmom. I still think it's crazy to blame me and I think it's also crazy to say I should have agreed to this. But I'm willing to be big enough to ask if I'm wrong and accept if people think I'm wrong. So do you think I broke up his relationship? AITA for saying no to her taking my kid for the day on my parenting time? I am so curious.